Okay, so the root of 8, whoops, let's go back to my pen, right? The root of 8, let's take a look at that. Well, it's going to be, it's certainly closer to 9 than it is to 4, but we need a proper fraction here. So we're going to say 2 plus root 8 minus 2. And the root of 8 is 2 point something. So 2 point something minus 2 is a proper fraction. And what we're going to do now is take this and take its reciprocal. And the reciprocal of that is 1 over root 8 minus 2. We need to rationalize that. And that would be the root 8 plus 2, root 8 plus 2. And what does that give us on the bottom? It's kind of a nightmarish number, but let's see. You get 8 minus 4, which is 4. And on top, you would get root 8 plus 2. All right? And let's take a look at that. I'm going to be careful about this, too. This is more difficult than the other problems. So I'm going to make an erasure over here. I'm done with this part. And I'm going to write this down. Now, this is really the root of 8 plus 2 over 4. And we certainly want an integer there. Before I do that, I'm going to erase this over here. And let's think about that. Well, the root of 8 is bigger than 2. So this is going to be 1. All right, now I'm going to write it as a 4. I'll write this as a 4 here. No, it's a 1, because again, root 8 plus 2 is bigger than 4. So I know I get a 1 there. Let's write this over here, plus root 8. And I want that to be equal, right? So it'll be minus 2. So I'm okay with that. Let's write that down. So that is going to be 1 plus the root of 8 minus 2 over 4. All right, so I got that part covered. And I'm going to get the eraser out again and write it down. This is a much more difficult problem. Let me make this, erase this over here. And what I'm going to do is reciprocal again, right? We've been doing this for a while now. I certainly have a pattern here. And let's write this down. This is going to be, what, 4 over the root 8 minus 2. I need to rationalize. And that would be 8 minus 4, which is 4. So that would be root 8 plus 2. And again, I'm looking for an integer now, right? And let's take a look at that. And again, the root of 8 is 2 point something. So let's write this as 4 plus root 8 minus 2. Get my eraser out. And let's write it down again. But I think I'm at a place where it's going to start to repeat itself. And the reason I say that, I'm noticing that this and this are identical. So I'm back in the same position now. And so I got my sequence down now. So what's it going to be? It's going to be 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. And that goes on forever, by the way. Dot, dot, dot. All right? So it wasn't so bad. It took a little more steps than I was expecting, but I did see it. And so we got the pattern. And the pattern's as follows. All right, let's make sure I understand what it said. 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, and it goes on forever. That's the pattern. All right, so let's write the convergence down. First one's 2. Let's write this one down over here. It's 2 plus 1 over 1, which is 3. That's not so bad. Let's write this one over here. 2 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 quarter. A little more work, though, isn't it? There's going to be 2 plus 4 fifths, 10, 14 fifths. You get the idea, so forth and so on. All right, so I think we're doing okay. And again, my goal here, at least initially, is just see if I can write this down over here, maybe write a few conversions down over here. I do recommend reading through this section over here, especially for the more advanced students to read through that. And again, it's coming from Wells's text, all right? So I think we're done with that. I do want to point out my name. Whoops. My name is Ron Bannon, and my email address is Bannon. That's B as in boy. Let's go back to the pen. B as in boy, the @ NNON.US. Thank you for paying attention.